Great Expectations, a depressing Charles Dickens novel, is an apt illustration of American culture. It seems we've been raised with great expectations in life. All of us have, not just those born to prosperity and privilege. The prosperous and privileged assume an easy life and dominant culture. It is their right as Americans. They're often quite shocked when life becomes difficult or culture shifts. The poor and disadvantaged are taught to expect prosperity and privilege. It is their right as Americans too, but they are often highly disappointed when it remains out of reach. Both seek to use the power of government to satisfy their great expectations, often at the expense of others. Now, for Christians, the fact that the world thinks like that shouldn't be surprising or shocking. We should expect the world to think and act that way because God has warned us it would over and over in His Word. Nor should it surprise us when we see such thinking among fellow Christians. However, such thinking among believers should be a great disappointment, especially when it creeps into our own minds. No, not that those great expectations remain unfulfilled. That's not why we should be disappointed. Rather, it should be when Christians fall for the world's expectations in the first place. And the part that should be most disappointing is when Christians, us perhaps, fall for the temptation to use the power of the state to enforce their vision of the way society should be in order to meet their great expectations, especially when we use that power against other sinners, even if we think it's for the best. The history of faith has been one of great expectations. The saints of old lived and died in anticipation, with great expectations of something better, something marvelous. But have we forgotten how the first murder victim was killed because of his faith, Genesis 4, verses 3 through 8, and still speaks, even though he is dead, Hebrews 11, verse 4. Abraham, the father of the faithful, was promised a land, but lived in tents as a nomad, Hebrews 11, verses 8 and 9. Others suffered greatly at the hands of a world that did not deserve them, yet remained faithful to the Lord. Why, we ask? Because their great expectation was God, not this world, Hebrews 11, verses 32 through 40. Verse 35 describes them as not accepting their release so that they may obtain a better resurrection. Last week's Sunday's Struggles asked if we were disappointed because we really believed it wasn't supposed to be like this. Today we ask another question. What is your great expectation? Prosperity and privilege, or Jesus? Thank you for watching today's Sunday Struggles on Morning Minutes in the Bible. Until next time, this is James from McClenny, hoping you have a great day.